Okay, so we're going to go over Numbers 23, 24, 25, 26. We're going to be talking about Balaam and Balak. So, Balaam's first prophecy, just a recap, Balak is actually was the king of Moab during the time that Israel was camped right outside of the plains of Moab. Um, we also know that Balak is a pagan king. He actually wants to stop the children of God from fulfilling their promises. Um, and so, who is Balaam? Balaam is the man that Balak basically hired to try to curse the people of Israel. So, all of this is happening around 1406 BC. And it's right before the crossing into the promised land. So, chapter 23 is going to be Balaam's first prophecy. By the way, remember in the last chapter, Balaam um, and the donkey, the angel was trying to stop them from going. And then basically, God said, "You're going to say whatever I say," which is why we left off with, "And Balaam said to Balak, Look, I have come to you. Now have I any power at all to say anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that I must speak." So chapter 23, we're going to go over his first and second prophecy and his third prophecy. Chapter 24 is his fourth prophecy. And then, excuse me, chapter 25 is Israel's harlotry in Moab. And chapter 26 is the second census of Israel. So I guess we're going to also do like a counting of the numbers. So let's get to it. Let's start off chapter 23, Balaam's first prophecy. Then Balaam said to Balak, Build 7 altars for me here, and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams. And Balak did exactly what Balaam said had spoken. And Balak and Balaam offered a bull and ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, Stand by your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet me, and whatever he shows me, I will tell you. So he went to a desolate height. And God met Balaam, and he said to him, I have prepared the 7 altars, and I have offered on each altar a bull and a ram. Then the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, Return to Balak, and thus you shall speak. So he returned to him, and there he was, standing by the burnt offering, he and all the princes of Moab. And he took up the oracle and said, Balak, the king of Moab, has brought me here from Aram, from the mountains of the east. Come curse Jacob for me, and come denounce Israel. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? And how shall I denounce whom the Lord has not denounced? For far from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. There, the people dwelling alone, not reckoning itself among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob? Or number 1/4 of Israel? Let me die in the death of the righteous, and let my end be like this. Then Balak said to Balaam, What have you done to me? I took you to curse my enemies, and look, you have blessed them bountifully. So he answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak what the Lord has put on my mouth? That's going to happen. Verse 13, the second prophecy. Then Balak said to him, Please come with me to another place, which whom you may see them, and you shall see only the outer part of them, and you shall not see them all. Curse them for me from there. So he brought him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars and offered a bull and a ram on each other. And he said to Balak, Stand here by your burnt offering while I meet the Lord over there. Then the Lord met Balaam and put a word in his mouth and said, Go back to Balak, and thus ye shall speak. So he came to him, and there he was, standing by his burnt offering, and the princes of Moab were with him. And Balak said to him, What has the Lord spoken? And he took up his oracle and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear. Listen to me, son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do? Or has he spoken and he will not make it good? Behold, I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not observed iniquity in Jacob, nor has he seen wickedness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and shout of a king is among them. God brings them out of Egypt. He has strength like a wild ox. For there is no sorcery against Jacob, nor any divination against Israel. It now must be said of Jacob and Israel, oh, what God has done. Look, a people rises like a lioness and lifts itself like a lion. It shall not lie down until it devours the prey and drinks the blood of the slain. Then Balak said to Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. So Balaam answered and said to Balak, did I not tell you, saying, all that the Lord speaks that I must do? Verse 27, the third prophecy. Then Balak said to Balaam, please come, I will take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God that you may curse them for me from there. So Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor that overlooks the wasteland. Then Balaam said to Balak, build for me here 7 altars and prepare for me here 7 bulls and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam said and offered a bull and a ram on every altar. Chapter 24, Numbers chapter 24, continuing. Now when Balaam saw it that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not go as at other times to seek to use sorcery, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam raised his eyes and saw Israel encamped according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. Then he took up the oracle and said, the utterance of Balaam, the son of Beor, the utterance of the man whose eyes are open, the utterance of him who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down with eyes wide open. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel, like valleys that stretch out, like gardens by the riverside, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the waters. He shall pour water from his buckets, and his sea shall be in many waters. His king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brings him out of Egypt. He has strength like a wild ox, and he shall consume the nations and his enemies. He shall break their bones and pierce them with his arrows. He bows down, he lies down as a lion, and as a lion, who shall rouse him? Blessed is he who blesses you, and cursed is he who curses you. Then Balak's anger was aroused against Balaam, and he struck his hands together, and Balak said to Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, and look, you have bountifully blessed them with these 3 times. Now therefore flee to your place. I said I would greatly honor you, but in fact the Lord has kept you back from honor. So Balaam said to Balak, did I not also speak to your messengers whom you sent to me, saying, if Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord to do good or bad of my own will? What the Lord says, that I must speak. And now indeed I am going to my people. Come, I will advise you what this people will do to your people in the latter days. Balaam's 4th prophecy, verse 15. So he took up the oracle and said, the utterance of Balaam the son of Beor, and the utterance of the man whose eyes are open, the utterance of him who hears the words of God, and has knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down with eyes wide open. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob, a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and batter the brow of Moab, and destroy all the sons of tumult. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also, his enemy, shall be a possession, while Israel does valiantly. Out of Jacob one shall have dominion and destroy the remains of the city. Then he looked on Amalek, and he took up the oracle and said, Amalek was the first among the nations, but shall be last until he perishes. Then he looked at the Kenites, and he took up the oracle and said, firm is your dwelling place, and your nest is set in the rock. Nevertheless, Cain shall be burned. How long until Ashur carries you away captive? Then he took up his oracle and said, alas, Who shall live when God does this? But ships shall come from the coast of Cyprus, and they shall afflict Ashur and afflict Eber, and so shall Amalek until he perishes. So Balaam arose and departed and returned to his place. Balak also went his way. Well, he didn't really get much done there. Balak was a little disappointed, I think. So, chapter 25, Israel's harlotry in Moab. Now, Israel remained in Acacia Grove, and the people began to commit harlotry with the women of Moab. They invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed before their gods. So Israel was joined to Baal of Peor, and the anger of the Lord aroused against Israel. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Take all the leaders of the people and hang the offenders before God out in the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may turn away from Israel." So Moses said to judges of Israel, "Every one of you kill his men who were joined to Baal of Peor." And indeed, one of the children of Israel came and presented to his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. Now when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand. He went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her body. So the plague was stopped among the children of Israel. What the heck? I guess they had to be laying on top of each other or hugging each other because it went through both of them. Goodness gracious. And those who died in the plague were 24,000. All right. Okay. Guys, that's wild. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, has turned my wrath from the children of Israel because he was zealous with my zeal among them, so that I did not consume the children of Israel in my zeal. Therefore say, Behold, I give to him my covenant of peace, and it shall be to him and his descendants after him a covenant of everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God and made atonement for the children of Israel." Now the name of Israelite who was killed with the Midianite woman, was Zimri, the son of Zalu, the leader of the father's house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianite woman who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur, and he was head of the people of the father's house in Midian. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Harass the Midianites and attack them, for they harassed you with their schemes, by which they seduced you in the matter of Peor and the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of the leader of Midian, their sister, who was killed in the day of the plague because of Peor." Chapter 26, Numbers, the second census of Israel. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spoke to Moses and Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, "Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and above by their fathers' houses, all who are able to go to war in Israel." So Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan across from Jericho, saying, "Take a census of the people from 20 years old and above, just as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel who came out of the land of Egypt." Reuben was the firstborn of Israel. The children of Reuben were Hanok, the family of Hanokites; of Palu, the family of Paulites; of Hezron, the family of Hezronites; and Carmi, the family of the Carmites. These are the families of the Reubenites. Those which were numbered of them were 43,730. The son of Palu was Eliab, and the sons of Eliab were Namuel, Dathan, and Abiram. These are the Dathan and Abiram representatives of the congregation who contended against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah when they contended against the Lord. And the earth opened up and swallowed them. up together with Korah when the company died, when the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Nevertheless, the children of Korah did not die. The sons of Simeon, according to their families, were of Nemuel, the family of Nemulites, of Jamin, the family of Geminites, and Jachin, the family of Jachinites, of Zerah, the family of Zerites, of Shaul, the family of Shaulites. These are the families of the Simeonites, 2,200, 22,200. The sons of Gad, according to their families, were Zephon, the family of Zephonites, of Haggai, the family of Haggites, of Shuni, and the family of Shinites, of Ozni, the family of Oznites, of Eri, the family of Erites, of Arid, the family of Aridites, of Arali, the family of Aralites. These are the families of the sons of Gad according to those who were numbered of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah were and Onan, and and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Judah, according to their families, were Shelah, the family of Shelites, of Perez, the family of Perizzites, and Zerah, the family of Zarhites. And the sons of Perez of Hezron, the family of Hezronites, of Hamul, the family of Hamulites. These are the families of Judah, according to those who were numbered of them, 76,500. The sons of Issachar, according to their families, were Tola, the family of Tola, of Pua, the family of Punites, of Jashub, the family of Jeshubites, of Shemron, the family of Shemronites. These are the families of Issachar according to those who were numbered of them, 64,300. The sons of Zebulun according to their families were of Shered, the family of Zerahites, of Elon, the family of Elonites, and Jehiel, the family of Jehelites. These are the families of the Jebuelites according to those who were numbered of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph according to their families by Manasseh and Ephraim were the sons of Manasseh of Machir, the family of Machirites, and Machir begot Gilead, and of Gilead, and the family of the Gileadites. These are the sons of Gilead, of Jazer, and the family of Jezerites, of Helek, the family of Helekites, of Azriel, the family of Azraelites, of Shechem, and the family of Shechemites, of Shemida, the family of Shemidites, of Hepher, the family of Hepherites. Now Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, and no sons but daughters, and the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mala, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. These are the families of Manasseh, and those who were numbered them were 52,700. These are the sons of Ephraim according to their families of Shechulah, the family of Shechulites of Becher, the family of Becherites of Tahan, the family of Tahanites. And these are the sons of Shethulah, the Aaron, and the family of Aaronites. These are the families of the son of Ephraim according to those who were numbered of them, 32,500. These are the sons of Joseph according to their families. The sons of Benjamin according to their families were of Bela, the family of the Belalites, and the Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, and Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites, of Shupam, the family of Shupamites, of Hupam, the family of Hupamites. And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman, and of Ard, the family of Ardites, of Naaman, the family of Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin according to their families, and those who were numbered of them were 45,600. These are the sons of Dan according to their families of Shuma, the family of the Shumites. These are the families of Dan according to their families. All the families of the Shumites, according to those who were numbered of them, were 64,400. The sons of Asher according to their families were Jema, the family of the Geminites, of Jeshui, the family of the Jeshuites, of Behariah, the family of the Berites. Of the sons of Beria of Heber, the family of the Heberites, and Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites. And the name of the daughter Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the son of Asher according to those who were numbered of them, 53,400. The sons of Nephtali, according to their families of Jahaziel, the family of the Jezuelites, of Guni, the family of the Kenites, of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Shalem, the family of the Shilemites. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families, and those who were numbered of them were 45,400. These are those who were numbered of the children of Israel, 601,730. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, to these the land shall be divided as an inheritance, according to the number of names. To a large tribe you shall give a larger inheritance. To a small tribe you shall give a smaller inheritance. Each shall be given its inheritance according to those who were numbered of them. But the land shall be divided by the lot. They shall inherit according to the names of the tribes of their fathers. According to their lot, inheritance shall be divided, the larger and the smaller. And these are those who were numbered of the Levites according to their families of Gershon, the families of the Gershonites of Kohath, and the family of the Kohathites of Merari, and the family of the Morites. These are the families of the Levites, the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Mahalites, the family of the Mishites, and the family of the Korathites. And Kohath begat Amram. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And to Amram she bore Aaron and Moses and their sister Miriam. To Aaron were born Nadab and Abihu, and Eleazar and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered profane fire before the Lord. Now those who were numbered of them were 23,000, every male from a month old and above, for they were not numbered among the other children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given to them among the children of Israel. These are those who were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priests, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. But among these were not a man of those who were numbered by Moses and Aaron the priest, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord has said to them, they shall surely die in the wilderness. So there was not a man left of them, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. Whoa. So like all of them died? Guys, let's take a look at this. What? I'm going to actually look this up. Chapter 26. Population total of Numbers 26. Well, it's a grand total of 600 and grand total of fighting men aged 20 and upward. All tribes except Levi was 601,730. Wow. Whoa. Okay, check this out. Reuben, 43,000. It decreased by 2,000 from Numbers 1. Simeon, 22,000, decreased by 37,000 since number 1. Gad, 40,000, decreased by 5,000. The biggest increase was Manasseh, who I guess had an additional 20,000 people after Numbers 1. So these people are just reproducing. So altogether, it's 1,000 plus compared to the first consensus. Wow, that's wild. But I'm going to ask how many of these people survived to go to the promised land? How many of the people in this census made it to the promised land? This is wild, you guys. This is literally wild. Only 2 adult men actually entered the promised land out of 601,000 people. What? Why only two? Well, in Numbers 14:29, of the men who went out to spy the land, not one shall enter except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun. And then the other one is among these two were not one of the listed in the first census by Moses Aaron, for the Lord had said to them, they shall die in the wilderness. Not one was left except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. Well, we just read that. That's why I had to look through that. So, from the 601,730 fighting men counted in Numbers 26, literally only Joshua and Caleb were over 20 when the spying incident happened and still lived to cross the Jordan. Everyone else in that census was part of the new generation raised in the wilderness. Okay. And that is it for today. And we will continue with chapter 27, 28, 29, and 30 tomorrow.